So do you also want to boost your YouTube SEO using an AI agent? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to build an AI agent to auto boost YouTube SEO with keywords. So like you, I also used to do the SEO of my YouTube manually, but this is such a time consuming and a tedious task. So to solve this problem, I've simply created this amazing automation where what is going to happen is that as soon as I add the video concept in my Google Sheets, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the title, description and the tags, and further we are going to add them back again into our Google Sheets so that my team can review it further and then they can post it on our YouTube channel. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Sheets, OpenAI and Google Sheets, and to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to build an AI agent that automatically enhances your YouTube video SEO by generating high impact keywords just under your video title or description. And the AI will extract relevant tags, search friendly phrases and content based on suggestions, all optimized to increase discoverability and engagement. It's a must-have tool for creators and marketers looking to grow faster with less manual work. So let's dive in and supercharge your YouTube strategy with AI. So to do this, I'm just going to first show you the proper working of this amazing automation. For that, I'm just going to enter the video concept right over here. And once I'm just going to enter the video concept, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the SEO title, the description and the tags. So we just have to wait for a few seconds till my AI agent is generating the title, description and tags. And over here, you're going to see that within seconds, in real time, the title, description and the AI tags have been generated. And now my team can review it and post it on my YouTube channel. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to create in today's video. That as soon as I'm just going to enter the video concept, automatically the title, description and tags will be generated. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, I'm simply going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect. And now it's opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of stars free every month to explore the application. But over here I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to get started, I'm simply going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I'm just going to save in one from this only, which is automations, and now I'm just going to name my workflow as this AI agent to auto boost YouTube SEO with keywords, and then we are simply going to click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, we are simply going to select our trigger application, which is Google Sheets. So I'm simply going to search for Sheets right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are simply going to select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm simply going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row. And now it is giving me a webhook URL, so we're just going to use the same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we're just going to do is I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL, and then I'm just going to open the spreadsheet. And now from here we have to go towards this extensions, add-ons, and then towards this get add-ons. And after coming over here towards this get add-ons, we have to add an extension in the spreadsheet, which is Pabbly Connect webhooks. So we are just going to look for Pabbly Connect webhooks, and over here you can see that this is that extension. So as you can see that I have already installed this extension, that's the reason that it is giving me the option of uninstall. But if you haven't installed this, you're definitely going to get the option of install right over here, and you can install this extension right from here only. I have already installed it, that is the reason it is giving me uninstall. And once you install this extension, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. So it is a really important step to refresh your spreadsheet, because if you won't refresh your spreadsheet, you're not going to get the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here in your extensions tab. And after getting this Pabbly Connect webhooks, we have to go towards this initial setup. And after coming over here towards this initial setup, it is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So over here for the webhook URL, we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And now for the trigger column, I'm simply going to enter my trigger column, which is A. So the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent towards your webhook URL. So over here for me, the trigger column will be A, because what I want is that as soon as I add the video concept, automatically the flow going to get triggered. So that is the reason that I selected my trigger column as A. If you want to send 2 details towards your workflow, you can select your trigger column as B. If you want to send 3, you can select it as C. It is according to your own spreadsheet. And after entering this webhook URL and entering the trigger column, I'm simply going to click on this button which says submit. And once I'm just going to click on this submit, it is saying setup configured successfully. With this, we have successfully created a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm simply going to open my workflow, and now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my sheets, and over here I'm just going to go towards this extensions Pabbly Connect webhooks, and as you can see the button of send on event. So I'm simply going to switch on this button which is send on event, and upon switching on this button, what is going to happen is that now whenever a new event is going to occur in my spreadsheet, automatically this flow is going to get triggered. And after switching on this button, we're just going to move on further. I'm just going to add the video concept right over here, and as you can see that I've successfully added the video concept, and with this I've successfully completed the test submission. And now these details have been sent towards my webhook URL, and over here you can see that Pabbly has also captured the response for the same. So now I'm just going to move on further. With this, we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what I want is that now whenever I capture a new response, I want my AI agent to auto boost YouTube SEO with keywords. So I'm just going to generate YouTube SEO using my AI agent. So for that, I'm just going to select my action step as my AI agent, which is OpenAI. So I'm just going to search for OpenAI and select it. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token, and over here I'm just going to follow the help text to get this token, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So I'm simply going to go towards my OpenAI API key page to get the API key, and after coming over here towards this page, I'm simply going to click on this create secret key button, enter my key name, select the project, and click on this create secret key button. And now my key has been created, so I'm simply going to copy this key, and then we're just going to paste this key right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this key, I'm simply going to click on this button which says save, and with this we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow, and now it is asking me to select the AI model. So I'm simply going to select my AI model, which is GPT-4. Now it is asking me to enter the prompt, so I'm simply going to enter my prompt right over here. And as you can see that I've successfully entered my prompt, and after entering this prompt, I'm simply going to move on further and select the video concept right over here. So I'm simply going to map this video concept. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm simply going to map this, which is video concept, which is best budget phones under 15,000 in India. So I'm simply going to map it, and now I'm just going to click on this button which says save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request using this video concept, which is best budget phones under 15,000 in India, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me SEO friendly title, description and tags. So as you can see that it has successfully generated me the title, which is top budget mobiles under 15,000 in India. Over here you can see description, which it has already generated, and also you can see the tags which has generated. Best smartphones, mobiles under 15,000, best budget phones 2025 Indian phone market, and many more. So yes, with this we have successfully generated all of these details, and now I'm just going to add these details into my Google Sheets. For that I'm just going to add another action step, and now for the action application I'm simply going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets and select it. And now for the action event I'm simply going to select it as update row. So I'm just going to search for update row and select it and click on this button which says connect. And now it's asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this, select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. And once I'm just going to click on this blue button, Pabbly is asking me to select my Gmail account, with the help of which I'm just going to connect my Google Sheets. And after selecting my Gmail account, Pabbly is asking me for some permission. So I'm simply going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow Pabbly save, and once I'm just going to click on this allow, with this we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it's asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I'm simply going to select my spreadsheet right over here, and then I'm just going to select the sheet which is sheet 1. Now it is asking me for the row index. So I'm simply going to map the row index to right over here. So I'm just going to search for the row index in the response of my previous step and map it. And after mapping this, I'm just going to map this title, description and tags one by one. So now one by one I'm just going to map all of these three details. First I'm just going to map the title, then I'm just going to map the description, and at last I'm just going to map the tags and click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on the save and send test request, yes, we have received the positive response that we have successfully added all of these details into our Google Sheets. So I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and as you can see, these details have been added. So yes, now what is going to happen is that as soon as I'm just going to add the video concept into my Google Sheets, automatically my AI agent is going to generate the SEO, and further that SEO will be updated in my sheets once again. Now we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request like I showed you in the starting of this video. Automatically this workflow is going to run in backend. Now go and try this amazing automation for your own business, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.